I love you.
Oh my god!
Hold on!
Can't this thing move faster?
Oh god!
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful.
Of course I do. I'm in love with you, Kate.
Ew. Welcome back. So, here we are. So we've just done the course mission, and we're back, and very quickly just going it to Sturgis.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Alright, so there you go. That's a little inside bomb that we picked up. Now, you could take that to railroad and stuff. They do some stuff with it, whatever. But obviously, as we've discussed, what is she doing? She's just staring at a wall. She's blind. Right, as we discussed, we're doing the Institute playthrough. So I'm not going to put that in there. We're going to address those ones later, don't you worry. So, alright, Synth. So yeah, we're back in the Institute, and let's say we did the course before. So let's see what Daddy has to say.
Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I'd teach the guy a lesson. Make sure he never does it again.
Using physical force is never my first choice, but there are times when it becomes necessary. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. And they no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Hey, I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside Bunker Hill. Good luck.
Right. So now we're attacking a railroad. But that seems to be how it be. Like, there's four main factions: Minutemen, Railroad, Institute, and Brotherhood. So if you pick one, you have to kill off another two.
There's gotta be something valuable inside to justify all this protection.
Oh yeah, so I'm doing Institute, so we're in Institute lab suit because, you know, you got to. So here we are, Bunker Hill. We've been here a couple of times. Let's cash in that mission. And here we go.
I've been waiting for you.
Sorry to have held you up.
Try and keep up from here out. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed.
Okay, so as you can hear, we've got vertibirds kind of in the background. That happens when you queue it in. And as you see, Bunker Hill's all locked off, so... Yes. So here we are, the synth taking out railroad, but at this point we haven't turned bad against the railroad. See, they're not angered to us. So there you go, you see them trying to get involved here. So yeah, a bit of a tasty one, but yep, as you say, getting in isn't that hard. It's almost as if the level design was planned. Anyway, so now we get in here, and as you can see, so this is Bug Hill. Like I said, we've already been here before. We haven't really angered off. This is all set to own, so we can't steal it yet. And we can see plenty of people. Well, not really. I'm not really doing a good job here. There's plenty of people like just running around like NPCs, but they're not angered to us yet, so we kind of get away with it for now. So, hopping down into the bunker, and we get down, and there's a bit of chatting, whatever. Nothing important. It's just like the NPCs talking, and yeah, sounds like a bit of a rumble down there, innit? It's the royal rumble. 30 men, rum and 30 women. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So we've got Brotherhood, we've got Institute who we're siding with, and Railroad don't quite hate us yet. So yeah, so there's turrets, there's a lot of people around. So doing melee, this is pretty tough. So first attempt, right, what we're going to do is just going to quickly like steam over like one of the... Right, okay, so this turret's done, so this one's going to be a piece of cake, isn't it? I'm just going to slap it around a bit. Idea we... Oh. Okay. We'll try that again, but it was a good idea. So take out the turrets first. So let's just quickly run down here, and let's go to... Oh, I didn't even make it downstairs. Alright, so we'll try it again. Still think getting out the turrets is a good idea. So let's just go pickpocket in, and we can get his back... No, that didn't work either. So get in pickpocket, steal the fusion cards to get the armour. That didn't work. So let's just run upstairs, and then we got... No, that turret kind of did me in as well. Right, I'm sure there's a plan here somewhere that I can use. Right, so let's just run up... no, that turret took me out again. There's a plan somewhere in here where you can do melee only. And this is it. It's a combination of all the plans. So, rather than trying to use VATS or anything, because it don't seem to work because of that little ledge. So instead, just kind of get underneath and you're just going to hit them right now. So again, I'm still trying to see if I could pickpocket the fusion core off him, but for some reason it's not. Oh no, that turret's definitely angered to me, so yeah, we're going to sprint over. Thankfully we got Blitz earlier. Oh yeah, my perks are a bit of a mess, because I'm doing some side questing that I'm going to make separate videos on, so that's why I'm not showing too much on now one when I perk on what I'm doing, because it's a mess. It's not going to make any sense. Everything's so far out of sequence now. Yeah, again, Blitz, so I can jump into VATS from further away, and then for melee attacks I could just steam straight through. So we're heading down the end of this corridor here. Yeah, melee road agent's not doing anything for me.
Alright. Still in one piece.
Anything, but here we go. This is what the Corsair was saying. There's these 4 simps here.
God, it's a Corsair.
Oh no.
Issue the reset codes and we'll relay back to the Institute. Time is critical.
Alright, so as you hear that they're all panicking about the Corsair. Now you do have some dialogue options when you talk to them. You can still let them go because at this point, like I said, we've not angered the railroad yet. So you can let them go, you can be violent, you can just kill them, or you can just turn them off and then the Institute takes them back. So obviously, kill them, that's what the Brotherhood would want. Let them go, that's what the railroad would want. Or enter the shutdown codes and do that, which is what the Institute wants, because they can take them back or repurpose them. There we go.
I've been looking for you.
This is it here. So yeah, it's kind of bad, like, because for me the 2 worst playthroughs have got to be if you do Brotherhood, Institute. They're the nasty ones. Like the good ones are Railroad or Minutemen. So yeah, it does kind of punch you a little bit in the stomach here when you're actually just killing your love with the railroad. They're not bad guys. Tinker Tom's all right. Actually, no, they're a bit arrogant, aren't they? Actually, they're a bit dicks. I'm not feeling too bad. Okay, so now we've done that bit, and it says speak to Father at the ruins. Now, I misread this. I thought I had to go back to the Institute to speak to Father, but no. No, that's not what you meant to do. That Corsair was still talking. nothing purposely say, like you just heard the boom there as he disappeared. So no, just exit it. Yeah, so you got to go to the roof of the CIT to meet Father to cash this next bit in. I just didn't realise that. Ooh, oil can used because that's useful. A lot of blood around here. So anyway, as you can see, yeah, they're railroad agents, and pretty soon they're all gonna hate me. Oh well. Yeah, the dicks, I've decided. It's at Tinker Tom. I've got time for Tinker Tom, because he's absolutely mental. Anyway, let's get out of here. Let's get back to Bunker Hill, and then get back to CIT. Don't worry, I've completely cut out me getting lost in the Institute for about 4 hours trying to find Father. Then I read the mission, and went where I was supposed to. So yeah, you've got to get to the roof. So that means you've got to go in here. Now, like, don't again worry too much. I've cut all that out because it is just me killing CF mutants and using fats, and we've seen it so many times now. It's not even that funny. So anyway, let's just get up here. We're up on the roof. Yeah, roof of the university. And what I'm going to quickly do is just stop for a second. Look at that. Yeah, we're pretty fucking high up, aren't we, boys and girls? Yeah. Now, what I was looking to see if there's any point in jumping down there, see if there's any more loot. Not really worth it. Again, yeah, pretty high up. But anyway, here comes Daddy, so let's see what he has to say.
Son?
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. But at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Kellogg called me the backup.
Did he? Well, he was correct. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out?
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Sean, you need to know. I still love you.
I can see that you do. Well, it's remarkable. There are greater things to come after your success at Bunker Hill. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
There's always a risk. It was worth it.
I'm glad you see it that way. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course. But they'll be dealt with as necessary. And you, well, you've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation. Our appreciation, really. It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
There we go. So that's it. We spoke to him there. And that's that one mission done, and then that's where we're going to leave it there, and next time we're going to go into that meeting. Why did I pick the Institute?